That's for number one.
Good afternoon, Willimantic. We are getting the show rolling here, and I don't know, what was that, guys?
That was the news.
That was the news. I got some news for you. I got some great guests. You're listening to State of the Art with Chris Beaudry here on 95.3 FM, 1400 AM, WILI Good Company. I want to say hello to the men behind the board. We have two guys now. We have J. Matt Rupar. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Chris?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And then it's Anthony, right?
Yep.
My God,
Yeah,
I
I'm here.
have to remind myself every time. You've been here. How long is your internship going? You have much
it's
time
just
on
a
it?
semester, so I started like September-ish.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
here
And do you feel equipped to
or no,
enter
not
the...
September, January. My bad.
Do you feel equipped to enter the workforce after being under the tutelage of the great J. Matt Rupar?
Yeah, Mr. J. Matt Rupar.
Can only imagine
my legend, my teacher.
the gems, the pearls of wisdom by which he imparts on you every day, every week you work here, because he's the best, man. We love you, Matt. Anyway, I have two guests today, and we have to talk about some really, really fun, exciting, and worthy causes that are coming up. My first guest is Beth Baral. She is the president of Seraptimist International of Willimantic, Connecticut. How are you doing today, Beth?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Excellent. We have worked together in the past. In fact, we co-presented a movie at the River Room about the great Lily Ledbetter Equal Pay for Women's Fair Act. She worked at the Goodyear Tire Company and realized that she wasn't making the same as her male counterparts. And such a cool film. We had a message from the director, but we benefited the Seroptimist. But you're looking to raise more money for the organization. First, before we go into the fun details about Toast to Women Gala at the Willimantic Elks Lodge this Saturday, April 11th, tell us a little bit about the organization itself and what it seeks to accomplish.
Definitely. So we are a women's education nonprofit. So we are focused on helping and enabling women to get further at their education, whether that's through college or it could be through other programs like secondary school of any sort, cosmetology school and stuff like that. But we also think about education a little bit more holistically. So if you don't have a great place to sleep, you're not worried about going to school. If you're not fed, you're not worried about going to school. So education touches a lot of these things in the community.
Honestly, I mean, it's a completely holistic and all hands, it takes a village kind of thing. Like you say, if you don't have the basic necessities, day-to-day life, I mean, if you have a young child that you have to feed, you have all these different factors from different people from different walks. So you're looking to empower women, give them the tools by which they can basically improve their lives.
Yep.
Is that a good way to summarize it?
Absolutely.
And so you're the president. How long have you been in the chair as president?
This is my first year as president. I'm coming up to re-election, hopefully in the coming up on the summer.
But the terms are 1 year?
Yes. So every year we do another election.
Wow, that's pretty. That's intense.
Yeah, the turnover doesn't happen as much as you'd think.
Okay.
A lot of us stay on
So
for 3 years at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the previous president to you, I believe, was my former schoolmate Tracy Miller. Now she was Tracy Levins back when we attended high school. But when did you kind of pass the baton or receive the baton from Tracy?
Funnily enough, we were at a meeting discussing when the changing of hands was taking place, and the room got very quiet when Tracy mentioned that she wanted to step down from her role, and somebody else invited to stand up, and I'm sitting there waiting, listening to the silence, and then I'm like, I'll do it.
Nice.
And
That's
so
how it happens. Sometimes,
it is.
right?
It is.
It's like the calm before the storm, and then you just have to throw your hat in the ring, so to speak. And it looks like you did that. That's wonderful. It's a family affair too, right? Multi-generational, all walks. Your mother is also on the board, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Is that right?
My mother is vice president begrudgingly,
okay.
But she absolutely loves the group. And my aunt actually got us in, and my grandmother is in the group as well. So
wow.
we are a family of Seroptimists.
How many members currently in the Willimantic chapter?
We have a varying level of active members, but we have about 50 members, if I remember correctly, throughout the Willimantic and Mansfield communities.
And so obviously the core board members and then members at large is a different group. How many board members do you have?
We have 6 board members, 6 or 7 board members. We have the, president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, but we also have additional board members, chairs of committees and things like that are rotating throughout the year.
Very cool. So this is your yearly annual fundraising gala, and you're calling it Toast to Women Gala, Saturday, April 11th. That would be this Saturday coming up. Today's Tuesday, April 7th. If you're viewing on YouTube, it may be a couple days later, but I think all of the syndicated showings of this show will be out. We're also on Charter 192 now with Spectrum, so you're going to reach a few more people there.
Very
But
cool.
so Saturday, April 11th, 198 Pleasant Street, the Willimantic Elks Lodge, the ballroom just underwent a major renovation. It's gorgeous in there. We had our
Gorgeous.
Winter Blues Fest in there in March, and it was a smash hit and just a gorgeous venue now. So it says here on the flyer. Also, if people want to learn more and reference what I'm referencing currently, you go to facebook.com/Seroptimist, Seroptimist singular Willimantic. So Seroptimist Willimantic, and give them a follow, folks. And if you scroll down to they posted about the event. The event flyer's up there. Cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, a carving station. What is that? Prime rib?
Yeah.
Ooh, oh boy! If I wasn't presenting a show at the River Room, you save me some, all right?
Yeah, deal,
Okay,
deal,
good. Enjoy dancing to the music of this band. Is one of my favorites. Shaded Soul Band. They performed last year too. Are they,
They
like
did.
A regular?
They are. She's
party,
Renee. One of the members is a member of Seroptimists, and so we just always kind of have Shaded Soul reserved.
Nice. And they probably give you like a friends and family, to maximize
absolutely
your
the donation, the fundraising.
That's
exactly,
beautiful.
yeah.
That's amazing. So $60 per person gets you all of that.
Yeah.
And then it's a cash bar, so a silent auction, basket drawings. You got a bunch of good donations.
Yeah,
from
we
around
got a
town?
lot of donations from around town, and we have a coach purse. We have tickets to Foxwoods. We have a lot of gift cards from local vendors in the community.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. How about I throw in a couple of tickets to the River Room too? Is it too late?
No, not too late
All
at
right,
all.
make a note of that and remind me of that, please.
Sounds good.
Awesome. So sponsorship opportunities. It says on the poster that there is a number to call. Is that still open if people
The
listening wanna-
sponsorship is still open. Depending on how big of a piece you want to take, we definitely can accommodate the tickets and everything for anybody that wants to come.
How about this? If somebody calls in right now and makes a donation, or actually, how about buys a ticket on air or a pair of tickets? How about that? You buy a pair of tickets, I'm going to give you a free River Room ticket in addition to the ones that I'll donate. But you got to call right now. So call right now. The number is 860-456-1400. If you buy a pair of tickets to the Saturday Seroptimist Gala, it's going to be a blast. Great music, great food, $60 a ticket. So you're going to drop $120. But I'll throw in a free River Room ticket to a show of your choice. But you have to call before 4 o'clock today. This show is live Tuesday, April 7th. It's 3:12 p.m. The phone lines are open. Again, the number is 860-456-1400. I hope you don't mind me doing that.
Absolutely not.
Okay, great. So tell us a little bit about what the funds that you're raising are going towards. Is this the general fund? Do you have specific projects in mind? What are your projects? That's a lot of multifaceted question, but
I can handle it.
okay.
So this is our biggest fundraiser of the year, and the money goes towards a lot of our programs. Some of our flagship programs include the Live Your Dream Scholarship, which goes to women that are heads of household that are looking to go back to school.
Oh, great.
We also have the Dream It Be It program, which is actually held at Eastern in a couple of weeks for girls from the local schools to come in and do a workshop on, skills for college, questions that they have. We run, one of the biggest projects we've run this year is actually a storage unit that we have at the Elks that is full of materials for women that are getting their first apartment after they leave the domestic violence shelter.
Great.
And so that is a project that was actually blossomed a lot this year. And so we've been able to help, I think, already like 8 women this year, which is just, incredible. So all of these programs are funded by the fundraiser that we're running on Saturday.
That's
We do a
amazing.
couple other ones throughout the year, but this is the big one. So it's a great way to support.
That's great. How many tickets are you allotting to this event? How many are you looking to sell?
Well,
As many as possible.
As
right?
many
But
as possible.
I think the room holds like 250.
The room
so-
holds 250. I think we're at 120 right now,
That's
130. So we have a great crowd coming out, but we have room for 50 more if we can fit it.
So to purchase tickets, are they available on the website here, seroptimistwillimantic.org?
So the best way to do it, we actually have an event on Facebook.
Okay.
So it is the Seroptimist Gala. It's called the Toast to Women Gala. It should be under events hosted by.
There it is.
Yep, there
Toast
it is.
to Women Gala 2026. So if you go to facebook.com/Seroptimist find the events tab, or you can do another //events. It's right there. Toast to Women Gala. You click on it. I'm interested, but I can't attend, unfortunately, presenting at the River Room. But yeah, there it is. So, okay, tickets $65.78 after fees and whatnot, and it takes you right to the ticket website. Great. Yep. So right on the Facebook page, or if you're accustomed to Eventbrite, you could probably just search it in the search field on Eventbrite, and you'll find it there. So did I cover all the bases on how to get the tickets?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Excellent. So what are you looking to, your first year as president is kind of like an acclimation year. You're getting to know the ropes. You're getting to know the players. You're starting to establish your network or expand upon previous networks. What are your prerogatives? What are you trying to do? What are your initiatives, rather, going forward in year 2, should you be reelected?
Should I be reelected, which I think I will, hopefully, fingers crossed. But one of the main things that I rejuvenated within Seroptimist in this year was our self-defense class program. So it's a free women's self-defense class that we've run, I think, 4 times now, and we're coming up on another one in May.
Who's the teacher in that?
So it is taught at Valaris Martial Arts in the back
I'm a black belt from Valaris.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I know. Stephanie and I went to high school together. She's one of the instructors there. And so I just reached out and was like, hey, we used to run this program here. Could we run it again? And we've had a couple of, great turnouts, one low turnout, but she ran the class by herself and she took it like a champ. Yeah. But we are offering it again in May, and it was definitely a program that I felt near and dear to my heart as a woman who went to college outside of my bubble here in Willimantic and Mansfield, needing to have those skills to be a woman out in the world.
Is Ken Caputo still at Valaris?
He's not at the Valaris anymore. He runs the one up in Massachusetts now, but his proteges are the instructors.
He was my instructor, so I got my black belt when I was like 16, 17 or something, after 7 years of studying, so... yeah,
that's cool.
Ken was a big influence. Shout out to Ken Caputo. I doubt he's listening, but you never know, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the other board members. What kind of experience and skill sets and wants and desires and aspirations for the organization did they bring to the table, and who are they?
So my mom is the vice president. She definitely brought spunk for me being president. So she's been
Our
great.
moms are the best cheerleaders. Hi, Mom. Love you.
Yes, my mom. She's listening right now. I love you. Thanks for being my VP. But otherwise, the treasurer, her name is Joan Merritt, and she is, in my opinion, one of the rock stars of Seroptimist. She's had pretty much every role you can think of in the organization, and she knows it like the back of her hand. So having her as treasurer just really made me feel like I could kind of focus on the fun things I wanted to try out this year, and the organization would stay stable, in the background. Our secretary, her name is Angelina, and she actually just got a new job, so she's going to be stepping down from the role, but she's been just a great, she's led the Live Your Dream scholarship program, helping with all the applications and getting all the girls the scholarship funds. So we have a great team. A lot of the other members are chairs of committees. So, Tracy is the chair of the gala this year.
So she's not president, but a lot of former board members remain in the organization.
Remain in the board, yeah. It's kind of, once you're in, it's kind of hard to avoid being a board member again. Sure. The draw of helping in the community is just, sticks with you.
What are some of the committees, and what do they do?
So we have the gala committee that plans the gala every year. We have membership, kind of the run-of-the-mill ones, helping us, with marketing and things like that. But the scholarship itself, the Live Your Dream Scholarship, has its own committee. The Dream It, Be It program has its own committee where they kind of plan the whole event from start to finish and put together all of the folders. And then things kind of turn into little committees. In November, when the SNAP benefits had kind of gotten cut, I got in contact with the Family Resource Center at the Natchog Family School, and through Seroptimist, we were able to put together I think it was 40 or 60 meals. There was dinner that could feed 5, and we packaged them all up with the recipes and brought them. And a committee came together in 48 hours. I had this idea, found the people that were in need, and then we all met at Joan's house and put together the food, within 48 hours. It was just
done on the fly.
It was awesome.
That's so cool. I mean, that's a testament to, just a tight-knit organization, good leadership, and if you can mobilize something that quickly, kudos to you. Amazing. I wanted to ask, I had a great question. Don't you hate that when it's on the top of your head and then it just vanishes? That was it. So how do you identify women in need, like candidates for not only assistance with domestic abuse placements or food insecurity or these empowerment, entrepreneurship, education programs? How do you find candidates for these programs?
I think the best way that we've been able to get in contact with women in need is through partnerships with local organizations. So, like the Holy Family Shelter, there's a lot of local groups that already are doing a lot of the legwork. And
So is that one of the committees, like outreach, like community outreach?
Committee, yep, community outreach is one of the committees. Everybody, because we're also everybody's very invested in the cause. It integrates into all the parts of their lives. So they'll be like, oh, my plumber knows how to do, this part of the presentation. She actually does yoga on the side. Can she be part of Dream It Be It? We'll just get all of these, little connections. And so it that village that you were mentioning earlier, it's really true.
That's a lot of ABCD. I'm a big proponent of ABCD. Always be connecting dots, right? You never know what kind of opportunities and people have hidden talents that are hidden because it just doesn't come up in day-to-day passing. But when you have a tight-knit group like the Seroptimist, you're spending intimate time together. You're coercing around a shared mission, and all these things come about. It seems like there's a great kind of camaraderie behind the organization. Would you say?
Absolutely. One of my biggest struggles and my favorite things is how social we are. Like trying to get some stuff done at a meeting sometimes can feel like I'm going crazy because everybody's just so busy how are the kids? How is everybody else? But it shows. I want to slam the gavel sometimes. I'm a good timekeeper, but it really shows how much everybody cares about each other.
I just joined the Lions, and they have a gavel. And let me say, when that thing hits the table, it's like, okay, the socialization's over. It's time to get down to business, right? So maybe we have to research.
I'll wait till I win again, and then I'll bring the gavel in. I don't want to do it too close to re-election.
There you go. So we have a few minutes left here, Beth. Give us some things that I may not have identified. Blind spots. What do you got?
The only thing that I forgot to mention is that this is actually our 60th year.
In Willimantic.
In Willimantic, yep.
How old is the organization overall?
Oh gosh, it's been around since the women's suffrage movement.
Wow.
So this organization has been around in Willimantic for 60 years. And one of the things that I found was so cool is we were looking through our history a few weeks ago, and the theme for the gala this year is Ain't No Mountain High Enough. And, the 60s music and all of the kind of fun that brings.
Does Shaded Soul play that song?
Shaded Soul does play that song, yes. So we were scrolling through our history that's been compiled since 1966. And, the first section is actually called The Road Ahead.
Sure.
Have you ever stood at the foot of a mountain and seen the road winding up? We just decided right before that to have Ain't No Mountain High Enough as our theme, So it really goes to show that even 60 years ago and today, we are connected on that same mission of bringing opportunities to women that we're all trekking up that mountain together,
Wow. I want to recap. My guest today on State of the Art is Beth Baral. She's the president of Willimantic Seroptimist International. And they have their upcoming, this Saturday, April 11th, their upcoming fundraising gala annual. It's called Toast to Women Gala. It is being held at the Willimantic Elks Club, 198 Pleasant Street. Again, I'm offering, if you call in the station before 4 o'clock today, 860-456-1400, and commit to purchasing 2 tickets. We'll take your information over the phone. I will also throw in a free River Room ticket on top of your purchase. So 3 for the price of 2, and you can use that River Room ticket whenever you please, but you won't regret attending this gala fundraiser. Entertainment provided by Shaded Soul. They're a fantastic band, kind of multi-genre. Do they have horns in that band? I mean, like the full presentation.
Oh, it is.
Right?
It is it all. It
like
really
lights,
is.
disco ball, kind of dancing. They'll get you on the floor, get you moving. And then the food, carving station, hors d'oeuvres, cocktails. There will be a cash bar, silent auction, basket drawings. Talk about some of those prizes. What do you got?
Yeah, so we've got Coach Purse. We've got a night stay at Foxwoods. Somebody almost always donates Red Sox tickets every year. House painting, a lot of gift cards to local restaurants and other things like that.
Yeah, that's amazing. So tickets are on sale. Probably they'll be available at the door too.
They will. They'll be available at the door. Yep.
I know there's so many things going on. It's kind of hard to decide until the last minute. So if you're on the fence and the wind happens to blow you to the gala on Saturday, then they will be available at the door at 198 Pleasant Street, Willimantic Elks Lodge. Parting thoughts before we leave.
This organization is something near and dear to my heart, not only as a woman but as somebody who loves Willimantic. So if you're looking to get involved, please,
that's great.
reach out to us on Facebook. We'd love to have more local women in our group.
Facebook.com/Seroptimist. No S, Willimantic, Seroptimist Willimantic. And you're one of the webmasters of the Facebook page
Yes.
that receives the messages? That's
Yes.
great. So you can reach out via their Facebook. Also, their website is seroptimistwillimantic.org. So many ways to reach out. But if you reach out right now, again, folks, call for a pair of tickets. They are $60 a piece, so it would be $120. But you're getting your value out of this. And I'm going to throw in a River Room ticket. So 860-456-1400. I hope somebody out there is listening and wanting to have a good time on Saturday while supporting a very worthy and very amazing cause. Thank you so much for being here today, Beth. This was really special.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. So, Beth Baral, ladies and gentlemen, she's the president of Willimantic Seroptimist Gala International, the organization doing their annual fundraiser this Saturday. And I wish I could be there, but, I'm a busy guy too. So, and speaking of busy, I wanted to go right into some things that are coming up at the River Room and beyond, because in addition to the amazing work that the Seroptimists are doing raising money for so many worthy causes, we have some great things going on around town, a few of which are happening at the Wyndham Community Center. In order, they are as follows. Also this Saturday during the day, so you could make a whole day of fun and supporting great causes literally within walking distance. At the community center, there is going to be a Uba's 2.0 resurrection of the famous Uba's delicatessen that used to live here on Main Street in Willimantic, of course owned by the great and powerful Jason Altieri, who will be joining us on the second half of the show. So hopefully he'll still be coming through. I know he's an educator in the Wyndham school systems, unpredictable schedule, so hopefully he's going to show up after the commercial break, but we'll still talk about it either way. That's from 11 to 2, so he's going to be cooking up a storm in there, raising money for the soup kitchen. That's this Saturday, the 11th, during the day, so you could go to that, get your lunch fill, and then go party the night away with the Seroptimist at the Willimantic Elks. If the footbridge were there, dang, you could even make a shorter beeline of it, but, if you're walking, you go over the regular frog bridge. Also on April 22nd, I believe, let me double-check my calendar, but more action at the Wyndham Community Center and Senior Center Recreation Department, the Empty Bowls 2026, co-sponsored by the Spiral Arts Studio here on Main Street in Willimantic, is also going to be doing another fundraiser that involves food, but also arts and very, very beautiful ceramic bowls. If you haven't experienced an Empty Bowls, it's something special. I think Daniela De Souza, the owner of Spiral Arts, has compiled some 600 to 700 handmade, on the potting wheel. They make these and they churn them out. I'm talking 600-700 bowls from multiple artists that will all be sold. 100% of proceeds going to the Covenant Soup Kitchen, and it's so much more because when you buy your bowl, there will be between 15 and 20 restaurants represented from the local area that will fill those bowls with soup. So you buy a bowl, and the soup is included, and it's just a fun night. There's a lot of camaraderie. You meet a lot of great people. You can enjoy some nice music. Bruce John will be there, and then another special musician guest will be there as well. And that's on Wednesday, April 22nd from 5 to 7. So some really great fundraisers benefiting the Covenant Soup Kitchen here in Willimantic. And when we come back on the other half of the break, we're going to talk about some things coming up at the River Room. We have some fantastic shows of all different kinds, from music to a hypnotist is coming. We have a documentary film coming up about pollinators in collaboration with the Garden Club of Wyndham. So we got a lot to talk about on the other end of the break. This is Chris Beaudry. You are listening to State of the Art on 95.3 FM, 1400 AM, WILI, Good Company. We'll be back after these messages. And we're back to State of the Art with Chris Beaudry here on 95.3 and 1400 AM, WILI, Good Company. We just had our first guest in the studio, Beth Baral, the president of the Willimantic Seroptimist International, talking about the upcoming fundraising gala this Saturday, April 11th at the Willimantic Elks Lodge, 198 Pleasant Street. And of course, if someone calls and purchases 2 tickets, I'm throwing in a free River Room ticket to any show of your choosing. All you have to do is call in and commit to purchasing 2 tickets. You know what? You don't even have to attend. You just have to commit to the $120. But that could get you 2 tickets plus a River Room ticket, 860-456-1400. Offer stands. I wanted to talk about some great offerings, some great shows coming up at the River Room Performing Arts venue, which is at 50 Riverside Drive, just down the street from where we're broadcasting live at the WILI studio. We had a really fun time. Man, I enjoyed myself, and I'm sure the sold-out room did as well. With the Kingpins Dance Social this past Saturday, April 4th, it was a great night of blues music and grooving. And boy, a lot of people were leaving sweaty and happy, and having gotten out the heebie-jeebies, it was just a lot of fun. So many people, new faces, about a third of the room new to the room, and they got up and got moving and dancing. So we're definitely going to keep the dance social events happening at the River Room. The next one coming up that's on the books is Friday, April 24th at 7:30 p.m. It is an installment of what is called the Ecstatic Dance, and it is our first foray into this type of presentation or dance event. Ecstatic Dance is, I think, a national thing, maybe even a worldwide thing. It's basically come as you are, a dance social for anybody and everybody, all ages and abilities. Move, have fun, and meet new people. Very low pressure. I mean, dress comfortably. This is not your nightclub kind of scene in Hartford or New York City at that, but it's just relaxed. I think they put out not necessarily rules, but guidelines on how just it is a completely relaxed environment. But I'm learning more about this, and the more I learn about it, the more I like it. Typically, these events go for $25 to $30, but ours are priced at $20 because we're trying this for the very first time. Of course, after taxes and fees, it comes to like $24 or $23 and change. But that is Friday, April 24th at 7:30 p.m., our next installment of a dance event at the River Room. We are going to, in May, have our next installment of the Latin Dance Social. We're looking to book another live Latin salsa band, and all of the classes that have been happening at the River Room. I think we're in our 6th session of 6-week dance classes with Oswaldo Tirano of Grasshopper Arts. But everybody who participates in that class, again, it's all ages and abilities. So even myself, who is like the uber beginner, is going to try his hand or feet, I guess, if you will, at dancing in these dance classes. But it's a great social event, live music. We've done it once with Arnaldo Rivera's Bente 2 band. We've sold out pretty much all of these Latin dance socials, and even Oswaldo will demonstrate a step or two for you, either at the beginning or in the middle of the event. So if you come not knowing anything about Latin dance, Oswaldo is your guy, and he'll be there. He teaches salsa, merengue, bachata, tango, cumbia, you name it. This guy, he does it. So be on the lookout for the listing of that. It's not yet up on our website, but will be very shortly. This Saturday, April 11th at 7:30 p.m., we welcome back for the second appearance. I can't believe we're turning a year old. Can you believe it, man? It's April 25th is our 1-year anniversary. And one of the first presentations that we offered at the River Room, it was sold out, and for good reason, because this couple, married couple and performing duo, I first witnessed at the Jorgensen Center for the Performing Arts, where they opened for the great Snarky Puppy. Of course, Michael League's super powerhouse band out of North Texas when he attended college there, and took out about $100,000 in credit card loans to start the Snarky Puppy Band, and they have been Grammy-winning, just internationally touring. But he found so much success in the band, he started a record label called Ground Up Music, and Natalie Cressman and Ian Facchini are two regulars on that label. They just put out a really exciting release. We're going to play some music from that in a second, but they are returning for their second performance at the River Room. So back in May of 2025, they come from the West Coast. I mean, they're routed. They're doing a proper tour. Natalie has performed for such musicians as Carlos Santana, Trey Anastasio from the Fish Band, Aaron Neville, and the list goes on and on. She met her husband and performing other half of the duo, Ian Facchini, at a Brazilian music camp over in the Redwood part of California, and they studied under the tutelage of the great Ginga, who is a very, very famous guitarist, singer, songwriter hailing from Brazil. And basically, I guess they would almost consider him like a musical uncle, because they had him featured on an album with them under the same name, Ginga. And these two are making waves. They produce the most beautiful music you've heard. Their harmonies are just so perfect. They work together as if they're on a deep spiritual level, and they are. They're a married couple, and they're a performing duo. And they are bringing their newborn baby to meet us all. I can't wait. So Saturday, April 11th, they'll be back at the River Room. I want to play a track by them and give you a little experience of Natalie Cressman, Ian Facchini. This is, pardon my Portuguese pronunciation, but this is Revolução.
nova lavadeira, do metal bacia, ouro na peneira, um cristal nos olhos de Nossa Senhora. E se danava, sei, podia até morrer, que não morria. Se movia um grão, era a revolução que lhe sorria. De vez em quando, então, chovia no sertão, porque sentia que a poesia era farinha, o pão, palavra e oração. E se danava, sei, podia até morrer, que não morria. Se movia um grão, era a revolução que lhe sorria. De vez em quando, então, chovia no sertão, porque sentia que a poesia era farinha, o pão, palavra e oração.
All right, that was Natalie Cressman and Ian Facchini performing Revoluciao, a song off of their new album, which is it on the Snarky Puppy label? I don't see any information. Yeah, it is right there, Ground Up Music, as I thought. So they are very, very, very talented artists, and they're at the start of a very promising career, and we're so thrilled that we can get them while we can afford them at the River Room. So they'll be touring the East Coast and appearing in Willimantic, Connecticut this Saturday, April 11th at the River Room, 50 Riverside Drive. Tickets are available still at riverroomwilly.com, and that's WILLI.com, as in the city of Willimantic. So check it out there, get a little more information on the group. That's Saturday, April 11th. Next weekend, boy, we got a jam-packed weekend, and it starts off on Friday, April 17th. We're teaming up, as I mentioned earlier in the show, with the Garden Club of Wyndham to show the documentary film, The Little Things That Run the World. So this is I watched the trailer, and I'm so excited that we secured the license to show this, but it's a powerful documentary on the vital role of insects, and it is basically, here's the synopsis. What if the smallest creatures on Earth held everything together? From scientists to farmers and gardeners and everyday nature lovers, this film introduces a passionate community working to understand and protect the tiny creatures that make up 3/4 of all species on Earth. Often called the glue of life, flying insects are essential to our ecosystems, yet their populations are declining at alarming rates. Having survived for over 440 million years, even outlasting mass extinctions, insects now face one of the greatest threats what does this mean for our future of the planet, and what can we do about it? So very reasonably priced movie ticket that also includes a great special gift to the first 20 or so ticket purchasers. So $12. It's going to be split up, the proceeds between the Garden Club and all the wonderful work they do, and Willimantic Renaissance Inc., the nonprofit organization that brings you great arts and community events such as the Willimantic Street Fest. But $12 ticket gets you not only the documentary viewing, but we're giving away free pollinator birdhouses, mini birdhouses, wooden, cute little things to the first 20 or so people that purchase tickets. And we're about halfway there. So as of now, we got about 10 of those birdhouses, pollinator houses claimed. I think they're going to be lovingly inscribed by a local wood burner. So a very cool keepsake in itself is totally worth the $12. But then you're going to get the film as well, and you're going to get to benefit two great organizations. If you want to check out the trailer to the film, you can go to riverroomwillie.com, and we have the event linked. And under the event page, you can check out the trailer. Also, a great way to be in the know for all of these great things coming up at the River Room is by signing up to our email newsletter, which can also be found at the top of our homepage at riverroomwillie.com. So that's just Friday. Then we move to Saturday, April 18th, and such a popular show at night that it sold out almost a month in advance, and I had to add a matinee performance for the people because you don't want to miss this one, folks. The great and all-powerful Jeff Pivar will be here with Matt Ziner. It is an organ trio. If you know anything about Jeff Pivar, you know his history in town as a member of the Shabu All-Stars. But Jeff Pivar and Matt Ziner are combining forces to bring blues, soul, and rock to life with an all-star band for a powerhouse night of world-class live music at the River Room. It's going to be an unforgettable night. Jeff is a guitar virtuoso, New York Blues Hall of Fame inductee, and has built an extraordinary career performing and recording with such legends as David Crosby, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Ray Charles, Bette Midler, Joe Cocker, James Taylor, Phil Lesh, Mark Cohn, and many, many more. Jeff is known for his fluid improvisation, soulful tone, and genre-spanning musicality. He's also equally at home on the world's biggest stages and in the small, intimate rooms like the one here in Willimantic, Connecticut at the River Room. So we sold out the 7:30 performance, as I mentioned, about a month in advance. And I quick shot a call out to Jeff and said, hey, are you going to be around during the day? Can we add a matinee? And we did just that. So now we have a 3:30 p.m. showing, and tickets are available still. We're about half sold for the matinee. So doors are going to open at 2:30, and the music is going to begin at 3:30. And again, this is Saturday, April 18th. We're going to have the bar open for both shows. Of course, our bar is run by the great Trigo Wood-Fired Pizza right on Main Street here in Willimantic. So it's going to be a blast, and this is my kind of music. I mean, blues, soul, rock, improvisation, deep musical chemistry. You're not going to want to miss this. Jeff's wife is actually the vocalist for the group, and she's an equally talented visual artist as well, so I'm looking forward to meeting her as well. But don't miss this one, folks. This is the Jeff Pivar and Matt Ziner project. The matinee, again, still available. We have about 30 tickets left for that. The evening show is sold out, unfortunately, but there's still an opportunity to catch this band. This is a once-in-a-lifetime. I mean, for a musician of this caliber to even consider playing a room as small as the River Room, I think it's. I'm just honored and so grateful that our reputation precedes us. We've of course had the support of David Lefty Foster on this one. Shout out to David for making the connection between Jeff and the club. But it's going to be a blast, folks. Michael Bram on the drums, Ingrid Nova Jorgensen on vocals, Jeff Pivar on guitar, and of course Matt Ziner on the organ. So if you're into blues and jazz and multi-genre and jam music, this is a show for you. Check us out April 18th. Also coming will be that brings us to our 1-year anniversary. I can't believe it. It's been exactly 1 year of the River Room in terms of our regular scheduled performances. We had our ribbon cutting on the 18th of April 2025, and then on Saturday, April 25th, 2026 will be exactly 1 year from our first official show at the River Room, which was the Gray Sargent Trio. Of course, Gray Sargent, the guitarist for Tony Bennett. He brought two of the members of the Lady Gaga jazz band. I mean, it was wild. But one of our early shows was the Evan Wood Trio with it was the music and live mural painting with Ben Keller, of course, the artist of note who has done so many great works around town here in Willimantic. But it's going to be sans Ben this time and Evan Wood and his trio. are going to be helping us celebrate 1 year of the River Room on Saturday, April 25th. Evan, since the last show, has had some major life changes. He's moved to New York City. He's trying to make it there. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. And he's honed his skills. Let me tell you, I'm just so proud of how much progress this young man has made and the connections he's made in New York City. And it's just a testament to his talent and his musical prowess and the way that he can, dance between different styles. He's big on like hip hop jazz. But he can equally as well be comfortable swinging away the night as a straight-ahead jazz drummer. So Evan Wood's bringing his trio. I think he's retooled it with some New York City talent. So we can't wait to welcome him back. And I'd be remiss to mention that he is a graduate of Eastern Connecticut State University. So if you're listening out there, ECSU students, you want to see one of your alum grace the stage and really blow some minds. So that brings us to the end of April. We have some shows coming up in May that I'll be announcing on a subsequent show of State of the Art. We have a hypnotist coming. We have Jim Spinato, who plays 4 nights a week at Mohegan Sun at the Comics Roadhouse there. He's bringing a kind of a college geared show, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then we also announced, I failed to mention, we have our next open mic coming up at the River Room on Tuesday, April 14th. And this one is going to be kind of celebrating and showcasing the talent, young musicians and student musicians. Of course, as always with our open mics, it is an open mic. Everyone is welcome. But I really want to shine a spotlight on local talent. So Anthony, if you got any friends, who are musicians, I'm going to give you some flyers to take to the Eastern campus, because we gotta rally the troops here and really showcase the talent that's on campus, both Eastern and UConn. Also, I reached out to Wyndham Public Schools. I reached out to Studio 88 over in Mansfield, Song a Day Music Center in Coventry. So, come one, come all. But this is one kind of really showcasing young musical talent. But it is an open mic, so if you have a poet in your circle, or you are a poet, or written word, or comedy, anything is on applicable to this open mic. So come and share your gifts with us on Tuesday, April 14th. Doors and sign-up sheet go out at 6:30, and the fun starts at 7, usually runs till about 10. And we've filled many a room with these open mics. This is our 10th regular open mic at the River Room. That's hard to believe too, man. We're back to second Tuesday, so keep an eye out for that every second Tuesday of the month. All right, boy, that's a mouthful, huh? But there's so much fun and exciting things going on around town. I want to just give another shout out to the Lily Pad, which just opened last week. It's a new paint-your-own ceramic studio right up by Paula and Jane Boba, just past the location of the old bench shop. And they're a really exciting new business that's come about with a partnership between Daniela D'Souza of Spiral Arts Studio here on Main Street at 750 Main, and then a studio member, Iram. And go and say hi to them. Check out what they got going on in there. They're open to bookings for parties. They're having classes start, I believe, this week. It's an experience. It's you walk away with a great product that they fire in the kilns of Spiral Arts until they get their kiln operating at the Lily Pad. But such a really cool. It's like a cafe vibe. I think at some point they're looking to do like a kind of Turkish coffee bar. Danny's partner Aram is from Turkey, and just a really cool aesthetic. Check them out at, I think it's the Lilypad CT. Yes, the lilypadct.com, and Lily is Lily, 1 L. So check them out. That's super exciting. I know Willie Scoops has reopened for the season. Have you been yet, Anthony?
I have not personally.
Oh, you got to check it out, man. Everybody knows about.
I feel like it's kind of. I feel like all my friends would go to Dairy Queen, but
that's what I was going to say.
Don't know about it yet.
That's what I was going to say. So,
why don't you tell me something about it?
Yeah, well, Willie Scoops is the real deal. I think they deal in. God, what is the brand of ice cream that's like the most high end? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like.
Tell me before.
Yeah. But this is like real creamery ice cream. This is not your stuff that's cut with stabilizers and whatnot. I'm not going to mention any businesses that use that sort of thing, because I like them too. But Willie Scoops is on another level. So Danny and Demarius are both local owners here in Willimantic, and they just opened up, I think, 2 weeks ago for the season. Ice cream in the winter is a tough sell, but with these beautiful sunny days, did you guys see it's going to be in the 70s for like 3 days in a row next week? 80? It's going to be over 80 next week. That's a good ice cream. So
sounds like some days to get some ice cream.
yes,
For
exactly.
sure.
So we have to rally the troops at Eastern and let them know that there is some serious ice cream. I mean, they make their own waffle cones. They have many, many exotic flavors of ice cream, but all your staples too. I get my Moose Tracks, my mint choco chip ice cream. I mean, they're responsible for many calories that I probably don't need, but I need at the same time. It's kind of a dual thing there. But check them out at Willie Scoops. So many exciting things on Main Street. We are approaching, 6 weeks out, 7 weeks out from our first Willimantic Third Thursday Street Festival. Thursday, May 21st, the first one's It Cometh, and so exciting. We're getting the bands in order. We're booking. The vendor portal is open if you're interested in participating either as a vendor, a nonprofit, a musician, a food truck. You are welcome to head over to WillimanticStreetFest.com and submit an inquiry or an application to become a vendor or a food truck or a performer. We have a brand new website, so even though we're working out a few little last-minute kinks, it's just gorgeous. It's very functional. So head over to that website and check it out. And join us for the 2026 season of Willimantic's Third Thursday Street Festival, where you can hang out with 10,000 of your closest friends, 6 music stages, 140-plus vendors, 30-plus food trucks, 12-plus bands, street performers, children's activities, local businesses. We have what are called our Main Street merchants. We celebrate the brick and mortars that are on Main Street Willimantic year-round, year-round, I guess not 24/7, but the businesses that are here operating when the Street Fest season is not in full swing, but we want you to be a part of it, and we want you to tell your friends about it. Head over to Facebook.com/Willimantic Street Fest and give us a follow. We also have an Instagram account as of last year, so stay tuned there for more announcements, but check out our new website, WillimanticStreetFest.com. Sunday, May 18th, is the 2026 Thread City Hop Fest. Always an exciting time. Over 60 brewers, all in support of multiple, I'd say like 18 or so local nonprofits. Last year, I think it was $53,000 got infused into the local nonprofit ecosystem, supporting great causes, everything from the Covenant Soup Kitchen to the Willimantic Renaissance to Horizons. I mean, Wyndham Public Art. Over the years, I think it's over hundreds of thousands of dollars of funds raised from the Thread City Hop Fest. So shout out to the organizers, Rhonda Twiss over at Willie Brew. She does such great work mobilizing all of the brewers, and of course David Wallner over there at Willie Brew is kind of the liaison or the intermediary, establishing connections as he does as a master brewer. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and that is on Sunday, May, is it 18th or 17th? No, excuse me, 17th. I misspoke. It is Sunday, May 17th, the 2026 Thread City Hop Fest. So much going on in Willimantic. If you haven't noticed yet, there's new development. There's about, I'd say, 60 apartments going on at 806 Main Street. And then right here next to the WIL building, we have about 42 units. That's 102. Plus, I think there's a boutique hotel going in where the old Stone Row used to be at 22. So 124 units going in on Main Street. The whole landscape is about to change and be injected with new life. So we're so excited to welcome some new neighbors to town. As you know, we're always in a housing shortage in Connecticut. So it's so great that we're going to breathe new life into Main Street Willimantic, and there's so much going on. We can't wait for folks to experience it. I want to thank everybody for listening to State of the Art with Chris Beaudry. I want to thank the gentleman behind the board. I want to thank the studio. I want to thank my guest today, Beth. Come visit us at all the great events. See us at the River Room, and we'll be back here next Tuesday at 3 o'clock with State of the Art with Chris Beaudry. We'll see you next week.